The scary thing about marketing is everything that you think you know could become obsolete overnight. And that's why I obsessively study the data. And guys, the latest numbers from HubSpot's 2025 marketing report and other data has me a little bit stressed out. Not because things are bad, but because they're changing so damn fast. So I spent the last week picking apart this report, and I found 5 statistics that literally made me rethink my entire marketing strategy. We're talking fundamental shifts in how people consume content that are going to be kicking in within the next year. But not just that, also driving conversions and where the real opportunities are hiding. So if you're still using last year's playbook, or like most marketers using a playbook from 2020, you're already behind. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for any of us. Today I'm going to be sharing 5 of the most important evidence-based marketing statistics that you need to know. And these aren't just numbers, they're your competitive advantage. And I do come from a scientific background. I have a doctorate, and so I like to make data-driven decisions. So if you appreciate me making this evidence-based marketing content in a world of trust me, bro, then let me know by gently tapping that like button, and let's jump into this right now. All right, first of all, let's talk about data-driven marketing's critical importance. So the first stat is 35% of marketers say using data to inform marketing is significantly more important now, and 31% are focusing on using data to prove ROI. See, there are some situations in life where you don't have any data at all. Then there are some situations in life where you have some data. And then there are other situations in life where you basically have all the data. All the information is laid out right in front of you. And in the situations where you don't have any data, hey, just throw stuff against the wall until something sticks. In the situations where you have some data, throw stuff against the wall tactically and strategically, stuff that's very likely to stick, until something sticks. And in the cases where you have an abundant amount of data, throw something against the wall that you pretty much 100% know is going to stick. And in the modern world, we have an abundant amount of data. So the days of I think this will work are dead. And one of the most important studies that was done was Google's 7-11-4 study. And the most important thing about that study is Google said that people on average will spend 7 hours researching a product before they end up buying. So what does that tell you? Well, people might spend, 10 seconds reading a tweet, 30 seconds watching a short video, but in many cases, they'll spend 10, 20, 30 minutes, even hours listening or watching long form content. And so more and more brands are focusing on long form content because they know that people take a lot of time to make a decision. And that brings me to statistic number 2, speaking of long form content, YouTube's dominance as a search platform. Now, YouTube is literally the second largest search engine in the world after Google. And guess who owns YouTube? Google. And so when people search something that indicates that they're in the process of making a buying decision on Google, all of a sudden, Google is going to send that data to YouTube, and those types of videos are going to start popping up on their homepage. There's really no other platforms that have as much data as Google and YouTube. Not even close. And 18% of B2B and 19% of B2C marketers are going all in on YouTube in 2025. And this is significant because it tells you a few things. 1, YouTube absolutely works. And it's becoming a replacement for what used to be SEO or blog content. And 2, because of the barrier to entry in making long form videos, still not a lot of marketers are doing it yet. And that's the perfect place to be when you know that it works, but not a lot of people are doing it. High demand, but low supply. Because people aren't just watching cat videos on YouTube anymore. They're searching for solutions to their problems. And not just anyone searching for solutions. At any given time, marketers know this, only about 3% of any given market is ready to buy on the spot. And those are the people that are searching for solutions to their problems. They're ready to buy now. And all you have to do is make videos to get in front of them. So your titles, descriptions, tags, all of it needs to be optimized for search. And not doing YouTube SEO is like opening a store in the desert. No one's going to find you. All right, quick break. This Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm hosting a free live workshop called How to Finally Profit from YouTube.com. If you've been struggling to find your YouTube niche, or you don't want to spend months or even years building a channel around something that isn't profitable or just doesn't work for you in general, then this workshop is for you. Because for everyone who shows up live, I'll be giving away the 60-second Niche Validator GPT 2.0. This is the most advanced version of my GPT-powered niche validation tool yet, and it's designed to help you instantly test and uncover profitable YouTube niches before you invest your time, money, and effort into the wrong one. And it's the most refined, data-driven version so far, and I'll be giving it away completely free, but only during this live workshop. So attend the free live workshop by clicking that link down the description and the pinned comment below to grab it. You'll also be able to ask me me questions live, so I look forward to meeting you. Oh, and just a heads up, this will be probably one of the last times I'll be giving away a version of the Niche Validator for free, so make sure you click that link and show up to the workshop. Make sure you put it in your calendar, and I look forward to seeing you there. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. All right, statistic number 3. Personalized marketing's impact on sales. Now, this one is absolutely wild, and I could probably do about 20 different statistics here, but 96% of marketers say that personalized experiences increases their sales, and almost half say it increased their sales significantly. So generic content is dead. People know when they're getting a mass marketed email. They can smell it from a mile away. And I used to send the same email to everyone on my list, and the open rates, they were trash. The conversions, not that great. Now, I segment my audience. I customize my messages, and I speak directly to specific problems. And guess what? My conversion rates doubled, and in some cases even tripled. Now, this isn't rocket science. Talk to people like they're actual humans with specific problems, not faceless wallets. And another quick example of personalized marketing is if you have a lower ticket product where people give you their contact information, specifically their phone number, or if you have a lead magnet where people give you their phone number, if you're able to have somebody call them within 5 minutes of them giving you the number, you are 21 times more likely to sell something to them. Think about that. 2,100% more likely to sell them if you call them within 5 minutes. That is the power of personalized marketing. So see how you can apply this to your business. Okay, statistic number 4, the rise of personal brand marketing. Now this one is pretty obvious. Doesn't take a rocket scientist, no pun intended, to see that people like Elon Musk, for instance, have grown astronomically wealthy, literally becoming the richest man in the world at times because of his personal brand. Elon Musk's personal brand made him the richest man alive. Now, Elon Musk is the golden goose, right? The downside of a personal brand is you can't sell it. So Elon Musk is the golden goose, but all of his golden eggs he can sell or sell part of them. And this is Tesla, SpaceX, Twitter, X, etc. And by the way, this doesn't just apply to people who are famous. This also works for micro influencers as well. In fact, 44% of B2B and 43% of B2C marketers have the most success with micro influencers, people with just 10 to 100,000 followers. Now, why is this? Because people connect with people first, then products. And they're more likely to think it's a genuine review if it comes from a micro influencer. It's kind of like a hipster that likes a band that almost nobody else knows about. And then when the band goes mainstream, they don't like them as much. And I always tell my clients, build a hybrid approach. Your personal brand is the rocket fuel for your business. And you can start as many other businesses as you want based off of your personal brand. However, if you just start a business and then sell it, you're starting off from scratch all over again. And I remember I started a bunch of YouTube channels where I tried to be faceless and, I tried to make a brand, like a company that I could sell, and I didn't have much success. But when I started putting my face out there, being real, showing my process, telling my story, everything changed. People bought from me, not just my products. And you don't need millions of followers. You need a small, engaged community who trusts you. Now, the next statistic I'm gonna talk about has to do with propaganda marketing's effectiveness in advertising. So 92% of marketers plan to maintain or increase brand awareness, with 35% focusing on content that reflects brand values. And this is where the concept of propaganda marketing comes in. You see, regular marketing talks about features and benefits, whereas propaganda marketing taps into emotions and identity. And this is especially important if you're selling a high-ticket product that promises a transformation. Because when it comes to products, people don't buy the products. They buy better versions of themselves. And over 50% of all ad spend is actually spent on brand marketing, not conversion-driven marketing. And there's a reason for that. Before you sell someone, you want to pre-sell them on you and your brand. And this isn't about manipulation, it's about connecting with what people actually care about. And people are much more likely to buy from a person or a brand that they know, like, and trust. And this is why you see some of the biggest and most powerful personal brands in the world, such as Mark Cuban or Elon Musk, getting involved in propaganda marketing and talking about things that are a bit taboo. So if you're interested in making more content more efficiently, that is exactly what we help people do. And also check out my video where I talk about how I made a 100K per month personal brand on YouTube by clicking right here.